want to say Classics. Classics gonna take it, but
Yeah, I'd put my money on Classic.
you never know. In the bottom
Certainly
left,
don't.
he's Dragon Phoenix Gaming's herO, the smiling assassin, with a non-anime picture.
Not anime. Animated, but not anime. And in the top right, Dragon Phoenix Gaming's Classic. The Dragon Phoenix Gaming logo. Hey, that makes a lot of sense.
The best part about creator winning is that we get to see him for at least 5 more games. Or 4 more games.
Or, I'm like, what do you know that I don't know? Why is it 5? Cannon, not a cannon rush. Gateway opening.
I would love to see a cannon rush.
I don't see why we wouldn't. Seems possible here in this matchup. It's the most viable for cannon rushing. Right. I think PvP is probably your best bet in cannon rushing. Just because Terrans can lift their buildings and Zerg has creep. That's what I think anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. I always die to cannon rushes when I play PvP. Don't tell anyone though.
I certainly won't. Secret's safe with me. I mean, you can do the cannon rush against Zerg where you get cannons in their natural as the natural's coming up, and that's annoying and stuff, but as far as just outright, suddenly your main building is under attack by cannons, that's kind of a PvP thing. But not to be seen in this game, unfortunately. But I don't know, like the probe scouts are so early in this matchup too, you can get a pretty good indication that a forge is coming up on the other side fairly early, which makes dealing with the cannon rush somewhat easier. So I don't know, maybe cannon rushes aren't as popular in professional level PvP as I would hope. But yeah, both players choosing to go for the 2 Stalker opening here, which you can, any combination of Stalker, Adept, and Sentry is pretty much okay. Just don't make Zealots from your 2 gates in this build.
Yeah.
Anything else is just fine. Because Zealots are bad in PvP to the start. Once they get charged, they're not bad.
No, they're pretty good
then
once they get charged.
Yes.
Oh, double sentry follow-up from Classic. Nexus on the way for Classic, trying to go for the expand. herO's throwing up a pylon. He's got a 3rd gateway on the way. He's going for just pure aggression, investing into a ton of stalkers off 2 gateways initially, and then going to turn it into a 3-gate attack. Following this up, going to try and cancel Classic's Nexus. We're got some good damage done, but I think it's going to be to try and force a cancel or to kill it, as the window is going to pass for it to be a cancel. I like this attack from herO.
As well.
Okay, current unit count, 9 stalkers to 5, 2 sentries. There's a battery for Classic.
Helpful. Guardian shield is up. Sentry's dying for that. Ooh.
No, herO.
Oh, overcharge means you can't one-shot the stalkers.
That is atrocious for you. Oh no, he just lost 4 stalkers. He did get a 2nd sentry in the end, but he's gonna lose even more. He might just lose all his stalkers. Classics were in the red, so he's gonna trade out, but the trade was not good, seeing as how Classic has already got his Nexus done. He's up 7 workers. I know I said I liked herO's attack, I liked the idea of it, but the result was not that good.
Well, he attacked into shield battery overcharge. That's not good for anyone. I don't care what race you are.
No, he tried to do the math to overcome it, and it did not work out.
Yeah, he did a really good job at single target firing those stalkers down. If he had a couple more stalkers, he could have done it, but Instead, he'd bring him down into the red, and the shield battery would heal him up, and they'd be fine.
herO's mad, and he's still trying to make this happen too. Adepts, I like the Adept follow-up. Is there a unit in the door for Classic? Probe is going there, and he doesn't do the wall off, but I mean, there's 2 Immortals there waiting for the Adept, so it's not going to go too hot for them as they get blown to smithereens. At this point, it seems that herO's pretty much trying to distract Classic until this Dark Shrine finishes up.
Dark Shrine finishing that warping. And there we go. Dark Templar warping in. 2 of them. Classic sharking around the south side. Got a warp prism for reinforcements or micro potential as well. Oh man, and 2 Immortals at the same time.
I mean, the DTs are going. Classic's got nothing on the door. Can he unpower the Robo? But the Robo's powered by 2 pylons. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's pretty smart positioning there from Classic. So Classic's on the other side kicking butt and taking names.
He's trying to hold on. And
Shield battery overcharge doesn't work because there's 2 Immortals crushing through that shield battery and it's dead.
He's getting the prism, which is nice. He can warp in a defensive DT back at home. He's got a shield battery on the high ground, and he's completely routed the base of Classic.
That's true. Classic has no income, and herO does, at least for now.
Okay, there's the DT warping in to help out with this. Probes are just going to straight up run into battle there. I thought they were running away at first, but instead they're all going to fight and probably die. But at the same time, he's killing the army of Classic for the most part. The probes are body blocking the Immortals in there.
So the DTs get the free hits off. You can't run away. Dude, 7 to 6 army supply right now? Are you kidding me?
What a ridiculous game. But in the end, it's like herO's got 6 probes and Classic has got 23.
Yeah, and there's an observer out now, so DT shenanigans are over for herO.
Mm-hmm. Unless he can somehow hoodwink Classic and he totally messes up. But
yeah, I mean, this is Classic's game to lose, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not sure where this probe is going. DT's going to try and grab this Stalker. Both players are firing up probes, but it's a 21 probe deficit here. I love it that herO almost made a game of this.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know what his warpins were like, or if he should have tried to warp a DT in on his side of the map sooner if he could have, or what, but... yeah, what a game. Ah, the body block.
I mean, the worker discrepancy is still really bad. 27 to 12.
Oh, it's atrocious. There we go. GG.
All right.
Good try by herO, but Classic gets the 1-0 lead.
Yeah. That initial attack, just, I mean, everybody watching, never attack into a Protoss who has a shield battery overcharge going unless you can take care of that shield battery.
Mm-hmm.
Which is exactly what Classic did on the counterattack, was he focused on the shield battery because he could, but man, poor herO just being like, I can one-shot these Stalkers, I have enough, and then being like, oh wait, no, oh, okay.
That could not have gone more wrong for him pretty much.
No, it was all downhill from there. The DT transition almost worked out, but no.
Yeah, that was a 100 to 0 real quick.
Truly tragic. A tragic tale of our time. But, you know, it's a best of 5, not a best of 3. We've got some wiggle room here. On Glittering Ashes, the map that promises you gold minerals and is lying.
That's because the gold minerals are mined off this map and then taken to another map and put down.
And put there.
Yes.
I mean, the ashes are true, so that's nice. We get some truth in advertising here. So top right of Glittering Ashes, it's Dragon Phoenix Gaming's Classic.
In the bottom left, he is herO.
Yeah, it's just this early probe stuff is like, can he get away with a cannon? Oh, it's a forge! Oh, it's a forge!
Oh, I love
was
herO.
talking myself into how there wouldn't be a cannon rush, and then there was. herO, thank you so much. Let's go, cannon rush! Alright. Where's the first pylon? Where do you put it? Oh, look at this. Classic slag. I see you. You're up to no good. Oh.
The pylon does not get down. Dun dun dun.
Oh, that was massive. Just an absolute game of milliseconds there. He almost got it down. Pro block was perfect.
Classic is like, ain't no way this is happening, but hero's gonna try anyway. Classic is...
We trapped one in there.
Yeah, that is a safe cannon. Is there gonna be more or what, though?
Now we're responding to it, but is it almost too late for that? Dude, I love this so much.
Oh my god, he's got two on.
He's throwing up a gateway.
Yeah, to cover the cannon. There comes in another probe, tosses down a pylon. This is ridiculous. That cannon is going to get up, but is it going to have the HP to start putting down the damage it needs to? Those
no, but the second one does.
That cannon.
But the second one comes up. And
okay.
Well, 8 probes went down. A lot of time denied for mining there too. Also, this gateway is still warping in.
Is he gonna make a zealot out of that gateway? It's herO, so I feel he's gonna make a zealot out of that gateway.
He can't.
And then maybe try.
He is. He's chronoing
it. Another cannon or two or something.
Yeah.
No, he's going for gases behind this. He's got a cannon on the way back at home to defend from the zealot counterattack. And he's probably just gonna run this zealot around, but Classic's got a stalker, so. hero's up 8 workers.
Yeah. I don't know what that gateway was for exactly on the other side, but...
Oh, it's the body block, right?
Yeah. It didn't, I mean...
Or to just block.
I mean...
He's denying more mining time.
Almost got a probe. Almost.
He's eaten up a lot of time for Classic and certainly annoyed the heck out of him. And he still has a 6-worker lead. That ain't nothing. Battery going up in the main. Oh, he's gonna make a Void Ray or something, isn't he? herO. Probes scrimming with the zealot. Okay, Stalker's on the way for herO. He's gonna have the shield battery to charge up that Stalker, so he should be safe-ish from counterattacks.
Ish. Are you ever truly safe, LaughNgamez?
No, this is Starcraft. This is war.
Yeah, exactly. Never truly safe.
Probes helping engage the Stalkers. Can't say I mind it, as it's getting a lot of work done. No Void Ray's been fired up, no second Stalker. The battery's out of power, so he actually has to activate the overcharge, which is kind of nuts. Gets the Stalker of Classics, nicely done by herO. I find it interesting that he went that route to use the battery overcharge, but that worked out quite well, actually.
Yeah, if it works, can't say it was that dumb.
Okay, Classic behind this also... having the economy that was quite a ways behind, doesn't really have any tech on the way. He's going to go for a Nexus and a Twilight Council, but herO's got a Stargate, so he's making an Oracle, and he's actually going to counter push with his own Stalker or two. His own 2 Stalkers. And dare I say, these 2 Stalkers and the Oracle could potentially take a fight, but there's going to be a battery finished up, so never mind.
Stupid battery. Stealing a fight from us. I love the gateway's still there.
Yeah, that's why it's so annoying. Like, it's total vision.
The monument
to the annoyance. Wasting no time. Gonna start killing off some probes. 4 in total.
Hey, 4 is a good number.
Oh, it's
hero's
a
up
great
26
number.
to 20 now.
Yeah.
Both players getting that blink started. Heroes is a little bit behind Classics, but not far enough to make much of a difference. Same thing. Classic second base is ahead of Heroes second base, but not too far ahead. And yeah, we just kind of settled in at this point, I think, to a pretty normal PvP. Cannon Rush did not do as much to destabilize this game as I had hoped. That blink finishing up. Robotics facility on the way here from Classic. Hero's little proxy at the 12 o'clock there is kind of fun. Yeah, little proxy warp gate up here, warping some stalkers in.
Yeah.
And he's got some coming from the south here too. So it's currently 11 to 8 stalkers. That's a lead for Hero.
Oh, blink for both players. Now done.
Woohoo!
Oh my
Not
god.
enough to one shot here. So stalker down, stalker down, stalker down, and suddenly it's snowballing a lot here.
Yeah. Oh, another aggressive blink bypassing the pro.
Dude, that's it.
Holy
Hero's
cow.
like, this is what I meant to do in game 1. Thank you. Yeah, wow. He just wanders in there with a slight stalker advantage. And I don't know if Classic was like, his attention was elsewhere, but he didn't really do a whole lot of microing to stay alive there.
Yeah, with that sort of thing, you got to be microing ahead of time if your opponent's going to blink on in like that.
And he sure did. Blinked in super hard, and then he was one-shotting stalkers. No shield battery to save him. Just whack, whack, whack.
He sent it.
And then... He what?
He sent it.
Oh, he definitely sent it. And yeah, once about 3 of those stalkers are gone for Classic, that's it. There's just too much.
Yeah, you got to save them by body blocking with the probes or whatever.
Yeah. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Okie dokie. Let's get into the next one.
All right, we're on Curious Minds for game number 3 here, tied up 1-1 in this best of 5. And yeah, I mean, that's what's great about StarCraft is sometimes it's long, drawn-out battles all over the map and takes time to whittle down your opponent, and sometimes you just wander your stalkers in and win.
Where's this probe going?
For proxy shenanigans, based on this trajectory. Yep. But, I mean, is that even closer to Classic's base than Hero's base is?
I think I've seen a Protoss player do this before, and it turned out terribly for them.
What'd they try to do? Is it like...
Just like one gateway hidden to confuse the opponent.
So it's like where Terran builds the barracks at their third base. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
All right. And then the Classic's probe shows up and says, ooh, okay, there's nothing in your base.
Ooh, yeah, pretty much.
But he does see this probe coming. Does he see it? I don't know if they saw each other. Yeah, Classic's not checking for that proxy anyway, so he's going to come down and be like, so, how are things down here in Hero Land? And the answer is, there's nothing but assimilators at a Nexus, thank you. And he says, huh, that's weird. I wonder what's happening.
Yeah, but I think the player that just plays normally is fine. Like, they both start up a zealot. And hero's in an odd spot without a wall, so. I don't see Classic as the guy who's gonna overreact and fly off the handle.
No, not panic by any stretch.
Stargate for hero. Stargate for classic. And is that a solid wall for classic? Yeah, I guess
I'm not good at looking at walls and deciding if they're solid or
I
not.
think it is.
I think so too, but I've been burned before. I'm like, that should definitely be a solid wall. And then a Zergling's like, whoop. Right?
Oh, absolutely.
Nice. John Solo's got some friends watching. What up, Bronze League hero? Here to watch some pros throw it down.
All three of us are bronze heroes. Sounds like you got a team for some 3v3.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're Protoss, you can learn a lot from watching these two.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're like Zerg or Terran, I'm not sure what super value there is here other than entertainment.
I'm sure you all would be Grandmaster if you played a little more. The definition of a little.
I mean, yeah. I think it's true for everyone.
Oh, absolutely.
Just play a little more, you'll get Grandmaster. Those darn, day jobs get in the way.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. So we got Phoenix by hero, heavy Phoenix, as he throws up a second Stargate against the Blink of Classic. We'll see if these Phoenix are able to get a couple of probe pickoffs. If he can, that will set him up nicely, and I think he will, as there's really not much production for Classic. He's warping in one more Stalker, but it takes quite a bit to dissuade Phoenix, and the Zealot's going to take one for the team at first. 4 Phoenix out. They could actually kill these Stalkers, potentially, if hero sees that. He's going to go for probes, though.
Yeah, the guarantee damage is nice. You don't take hits from Stalkers this way.
Yeah, 4 probes is huge, though. This has actually turned out tremendous. But then the Oracle that from Classic sneaks on in. Oh my gosh, gets 7, 8 workers. Pretty darn good for an Oracle.
And a Revelation toss down too. That is some effective stuff.
Pretty darn good for an Oracle against a Phoenix player.
He was attacking his own Stargate for a minute there. Did he want to do that? I don't know.
I think he's got to kill something to get out of his base.
Yeah, I guess that's the best option.
Hero now going into double Void Ray production, going to be popping up a couple shield batteries to ensure his defense against these Stalkers. It's a bit of a race right now, but as long as the Phoenix come home, I think he should be fine. It is only, I mean, there's 10 Stalkers. They're not all here. Now they're all here. Oh, if he gets the batteries, that could be a good start. But yeah, the Phoenix coming on in the lifts, the Void Rays and the battery. In Classic's got to play it safe and retreat. He's going to try and trade out with Phoenix, but does not go too well.
Classic says, aha! This has been here the whole time.
Phoenix moving across the map. They're bound to get some more worker kills. Classics. Need to fire up some probes. He's going to have to replace them.
Are they out of energy?
They are, actually.
There's one of them that has
Oh my
enough.
god, in goes Classic. Not going to commit, though. It's 4 Void Rays, 2 batteries, and a Sentry. That's quite a force, but Classic very well may commit in a minute here. This is a boatload of Stalkers. Is the Mad Lad going to do it? The Void Ray count has not increased since the last engagement. He's got 4 more Stalkers. He just blinks on in. He volleys down all the Void Rays. And that's game, I think.
It sure looks like it all of a sudden.
Alright then.
Turns out who has the most Stalkers is pretty good in PvP, and Classic goes up 2-1 in the best of 5.
What a killer's instinct by that Protoss.
Like, yeah, you have a lot of fancy Phoenix. They're faster, they can fly, they're killing my probes, but you know what? Stalker, best unit.
Yeah, the positioning and just the unit count for herO was not quite enough. Like, yeah, well done by Classic for making that call and diving on in. He was thinking about it the first time, said, no, not going to be able to do it, but with a quick 4-Stalker warping, he had enough. And herO wasn't really privy to that.
No, he was, his Phoenix run the other side of the map.
If he pulled his Void Rays back, he could have potentially held there.
Yeah, potentially, especially if the shield batteries lived, but those were obviously targeted down first during the attack, so. I don't know. We're on Hardwire for game number 4 here. Just one more match, one more game to win here for Classic to move on to our grand finals, best of 7 against Creator. And we'll see what we get. So these players are ready to go. Thanks to everyone who's been supporting the Match Arena today. I'm sure the players appreciate it. Again, you just go ahead and go to matcharena.com. The link is at the top there above the chat. You can sign in with any number of social media platforms, and you can sign in with your Battle.net account, which you've got one of those, I'm pretty sure, if you're watching this. And then you just click the button, and it donates the free money to the player in your name. It doesn't go to us. It goes to the players.
It does not go to us. And big thanks to everyone who has contributed to that Match Arena. John Solo, awesome as always. And our very own Falcon Paladin.
And how?
Okay. In the top right-hand side of the map, Hardwire, it's Alpha X's very own Classic.
And in the bottom left, we've got herO.
Definitely been the cheesier of the 2 players today.
Totally. Which I support. I support the cheesy players at this level. I don't like it when I am being subjected to the cheesy plays.
No.
But when Classic's being subjected to them, it's awesome. Like, I will never forget the Proxy Nexus.
Oh my gosh.
Like, come on. It's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, it really is. Probe Scout from both players, double gate opening. I wonder what herO's gonna pull out of his bag of tricks this game. I'm feeling Blink.
I mean, guessing Blink in a PvP is...
Okay, he's gonna open Blink though.
Ah, okay. Alright, I can support that.
But you're right. Picking Blink in PvP is like, yes.
It's like, we're gonna get Zergling speed.
It's like saying it's going to rain sometime. Okay, an Adept and a Stalker for herO. Going for the option that takes a little bit less gas. Battery. block that probe in to get that kill. Cute play there.
No, run, probe.
May he rest in pieces.
Many, many small pieces. That's what probes die to. Oh, wait.
Many small
The door's
pieces.
open. Yeah, watch this.
Yeah, that was
See?
quite a few small pieces.
Well,
I was looking to see if there was any chunks.
some of them are bigger pieces than others.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. The chunk that you would refer to as the probe still.
Right. None of them are quite that big, I would say. No. My Discord server, Clark, who's watching, said, I don't have a Battle.net account, and I'm watching. Checkmate. All right. You win. I don't know how, but you win.
I forgot my password 20 years ago. Okay, the Adept for herO gets into the main base of Classic, gets 2 probes, and gets a scout, so that's pretty darn good. All the while for Tech, herO's gone for his own Stargate, but upon seeing the one of Classic, he goes for his own Phoenix. There goes that Oracle crossing the map.
Gets spotted by his own probe, and then the Oracle cruises on in. Says, what can I see? Well, Stalkers are
Stalker's in
shooting at
good
me.
position, and there's the Phoenix.
Oh, so good.
Gonna pursue that guy.
Are Phoenix and Oracles the same speed?
I would have to check on that. When everyone
I will
stops
check
flying
that.
around. Yeah, this is what I was wondering. The Phoenix gonna allow here to take a very good engagement against Classic. We got a little overconfident here. A recall actually to save one of the Stalkers. Nicely done. So that turns out to be just, what, like a Phoenix for a Stalker? Yeah, so great save by Classic, who also kept the Oracle alive.
Not too shabby.
I was about to say Classic got overconfident, but he's like, no, I get out fine.
So Phoenix are 5.95 speed, and Oracles are 5.6. So
Oh,
Phoenix are a little faster.
Did step a little bit too far forward there. Gotta stay at his battery. However, in goes his Oracles. herO warps 2 Stalkers into his natural. The Oracles are going to bypass those into the main base. They're going to zap as many probes as they can before one of them goes down. The other is just going to go for as many as it can, and may as well, as there is Phoenix about. 6 probes. Not great. Not terrible. Haha. Okay. Stalker count currently 7 to 9, with herO having 2 Phoenix as well. Classic's gonna be feeling a little bit of heat. He's got a second battery on the way, which is quite a big deal. And there's no blink for either player just yet. So as long as Classic continues with his warpins, stays in a safe spot, he should not fall here.
Dark Shrine on the way.
Ooh. I do love this choice by herO. Classic throws up a forge, however, whether he's going to make a cannon. Question, he then throws up a robo as well. Oh, that probe just ran in and died. Was that supposed to be warping in a pylon or what for the DTs? Because currently there's no spot for herO to warp in the DTs. He's just going to have to run them across the map. Goes for a third base behind this. He goes for his own blink, but without a pylon to warp in the DTs, I'm quite worried for herO. Particularly if Classic just fires up an observer soon. Depths. Gonna be buying
Wow.
herO.
It's merrily executed, but 6 probes down.
Mm-hmm. There's +1. Still no observer. No cannon. Okay, the clock's ticking on having a counter to these DTs. Is Classic eventually gonna clue into this?
Yeah, if you're 7.5 minutes into the game and you have no detection at all.
Yeah, I mean, he knows herO opened with Phoenix, but he's not really scouted herO's base at all, so he's really in the dark, and now all of a sudden, DTs are going to town in Classic's base. Classic has to recall immediately. He's going to have an observer out pretty darn quickly, but still, 7 workers going down completely pulls him away from his attack. And herO also gets a full scout on the base of Classic with these DTs, and his own third's now up too.
Yeah, he's got a 50 to 38 worker advantage right now, which is a huge deal in a PvP.
And while herO is much slower on the blink, that did not become a factor in this game at all. Classic's got the +1 on the way, but I think going for an attack, he's just not going to have the muscle to make it happen. So I think what he needs to do is just sit back at home, rebuild his probe count, fire up +2 attack as soon as he can. Stalker gets picked off. So far, so good for herO. Classic's gonna go on home. Stalkers engaging each other. herO never short on aggression.
No. He's got a bit of an advantage in overall army supply here, too.
This is why I'm worried for Classic here. I mean, Classic's gonna have +1 now, but herO's been consistently making Stalkers this entire game, pretty much. I am worried for you, Classic. There's the Prism for herO. Zealots warping on in. They're going to have charge, too. Oh, this is going to be a disaster for Classic. He's going to need to micro like a god. Phoenix lifting up some of the Stalkers. Is there going to be a battery overcharge? Yes, there is. An immediate blink on it by herO. Classic's got +1. He pulls his probes in a somewhat timely manner. His Stalker count is staying high enough, and most of the Zealots are gone for herO. Can he hold on?
My gosh, the blink micro here is insane. Charge lot's coming in, changing the equation quite a bit. That does force Classic to blink back there. Probes are going down because they're sacrificing themselves in the heat of battle. 13 probes going down here. This is really bad for Classic. If he can hold on here, yeah, but how much economy is he going to lose in the process? Focusing the wounded Stalker seems to be a pretty great idea.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, that's our GG. Wow, herO forces game 5. GG.
Yeah.
Whew, that was some impressive play. Love the charge lot support there too in that battle. That is always so important. Blink Stalker and Blink Stalker is something, but when there are charge lots jumping on your Stalkers, that means you have to change up exactly what you're doing and account for those guys. You have to go back instead of being able to blink up closer to your enemy. So that was great.
herO had a really, really great start. That game, like, he defended Classic's Oracles pretty darn well. Yeah.
Fantastic. So, all right, we're moving into a game 5 here, which is always fun. The players are sometimes a little bit more cautious, a little less risk adverse or into risking stuff there. It's going to be on Berlingrad, the latter edition. First time we've seen that map today, so it's always nice to get a good mix of maps out here. Classics in the lobby. We're ready to go.
herO has disappeared.
Yeah. Needs a minute to collect himself after winning that game.
He might have accidentally punched his monitor or something in excitement. Like, yeah, oh no.
Maybe he unplugged his keyboard like you did.
That actually happened again.
Oh, nice recovery.
I need to fix my cable management.
A little more slack on that thing.
Yeah.
There we go. herO's joining. We are ready to rock here for Game 5 on Berlingrad. Thanks, everybody, for watching today. Been pretty darn good PvP series thus far.
We'll have another good one after this.
Expect pretty much more of the same here. Because let's be honest, all good StarCraft is good StarCraft, especially at this level.
Yeah, when it's herO and Classic, who are two Protoss players that won me over by destroying my favorite Terrans, I am always down to watch.
The Phoenix of War says Charge won that game. That's
Yes,
true.
it did.
The Cartelots
It was
did.
a great timing. And in the bottom right, it's Classic.
And in the top left, herO.
Both players going for a probe scout.
Probe zappy zaps breaking. Only the sound of probes mining minerals. Zap, zap.
Could you imagine how
zap.
annoying Starcraft would be if workers made a sound while mining?
They do. You ever listen for it?
Well, like, it's very, very quiet.
Yeah. So you mean if it was louder?
Yeah, if it was like ka-chunk, ka-chunk. Although you'd probably just tune it out, like I do when the announcer's telling me I'm supply block. You ever done that to changed up your announcer?
Oh, yeah.
I really noticed that when I do that, I tend to listen to it more. So
That's a good idea. Yeah, so like every couple months or so, swap it out. I use Abathur for the most part. I like him a lot.
Ah. Classic Zerg.
Mm-hmm. I had Zagara forever, just the basic one,
okay.
and then I was like, I like Abathur.
Another Zerg.
We'll get him in there. Yeah. It's fun. I used to watch a streamer who ran with the... I'm blanking on his name. Protoss guy.
Protoss guy.
The hero of
M.
Legacy of the Void. No. The actual Protoss announcer. Not Artanis. What am I thinking?
Zeratul?
Nope.
The hero in the story.
Yeah. So the main protagonist of Legacy of the Void.
That's Artanis, ain't it? Or Phoenix?
Nope.
Zeratul? Tassadar?
Nope.
Oh yeah, he went out. It's definitely Zeratul.
Well, no, it's not.
It's
It is Artanis.
Artanis. Yes, it's Artanis.
It is Artanis. Okay.
Like, I'm like, who else is there? did I miss something? Like, I know there's a lot of lore to StarCraft to try and remember it all. My gosh.
So anyway, he uses Artanis, and if you use Artanis when you're playing Zerg, he like refers to your units as like disgusting Zerg creatures. It's hilarious.
Oh,
He's like so mad about it.
I never play Artanis, but I should, or never use Artanis. Adepts once more from Heroes sailing on it, or from Classic, pardon me. But still no major success. The worker count is currently even. The game's rather close.
Yeah, it's your high-level PvP. It's really hard to suddenly be up, 20 workers on your opponent.
Mm-hmm. Both players are going into Blink. I'm hoping we're going to get one of those games, which is just the constant back-and-forth Blink fights.
It's incredible Blink micro back and forth for 10 minutes.
Alarak is good. He's a very cool character.
He is. He's very fun.
For someone who wasn't like a big part of Starcraft lore, very cool.
And voiced by John Delancey, who's one of the greatest voice actors of all time, so...
Oh, I am not familiar.
He is great.
Who else has he voiced?
Mostly known as Q from Star Trek.
Oh, okay. That's why.
Yeah.
White Raw for life. Nothing can beat his broken English.
He's great. I gotta love him.
Yeah, I'm liking the way this game's setting up. Charge is on the way for Classic. No charge for herO, which is ironic since he won last game because he had charge. Okay, there's the charge. Not too much later.
That'll work out. Work out just fine.
Forge on the way for herO. So Classic got a slight lead in his upgrades, or a bit of a lead actually. And if he gets aggressive, he could make use of this to make an attack happen. Cool looking Forge spinning away. Immortals on the way for herO. That could definitely help out with defense. If Classic is going to go for an attack, herO will need another shield battery or two. Two Adepts dive on in. I get a probe.
Shield battery, pretty good.
Shield batteries are pretty good. If you could sum up Legacy of the Void. Even though shield batteries weren't added for what, like 2 years with Legacy of the Void? 3 years?
Uh-huh.
Forgot all about that pylon shenanigans. Okay, there's the Zealots for Classic. Charge is done for herO, but his +1 is not great. Force fields by herO to defend. Classic's even trying to elevate his units up using his Prism to get them into the fight right away. He's still got an upgrade lead, but after such a good fight from herO, is he still going to be able to push? I'm not sure. The Guardian Shields definitely are helping as well. herO's got Ground to Retreat, however, and there is another Zealot warp in. The Prism gets sniped that belong to herO, I believe. So the Immortal's not going to be saved with Micro. This is actually very, very close.
And then Classic with the blink forward indicating he's feeling pretty good about a hallucinated Archon in the
both sides. Or no, those are both Classics, pardon me.
It's hard to tell with Archons.
Particularly when they're hallucinated. One last Zealot Warpin gets off for Classic. That
Warp
might be enough
to pick off.
Yeah, that might be enough to push forward. We'll see. Both players with +1 now, so things really are evening out. Classic's push seems to have not quite succeeded, likely due to that great defense initially from herO. Those force fields were so key to split the Protoss army. herO having a bit of a lead on the timing to throw up his extra Robotech to start up his +2. He's making full advantage of the fact that he just held off Classic. Do you think they'll make a StarCraft 3 or more campaigns for StarCraft 2? I think we'll
Which
see
of those options is more of a...
StarCraft 3. Or maybe a StarCraft movie.
I'd be down. All right, Zealots jumping in. Another huge blink forward here, but a flank of Zealots from the other side from herO.
Yeah.
Kind of messing with Classic's ability to do this. herO's army split into two here, but that allows him to come from both sides. Blinking in again is Classic. He keeps doing these blinks like he's got these engagements won, but then he doesn't.
Yeah, Classic just going for more aggression is not what I expected, but it was a brilliant call here, it seems, as he's pushing on in again. Gets the Prism once more. His own Prism is still alive, so he can warp in more units. And Classic might have broken herO and might have won the series here. herO was busy dropping tech while Classic was just warping in more and more units and going for round 2. And it seems to have worked brilliantly as herO's lost probes, lost most of his army, and has lost the game. What a follow-up by Classic. Just such a good decision there. herO got a little too greedy. GG.